Hi everybody, so it's really unusual that I'm by myself on camera. I'm normally with somebody, but today I just want to round up template success. Template success I created because I don't believe there's one form of success. There are many different types of success based on the individuals. There are as many different successes as there are people, because we each are built in a different way and we each are driven by different things and have different needs. So it could be from nature or nurture, however you want to base it. We're all completely different. As different as our fingerprints, which you can't see because the light's a bit bright, but yeah, you know what I mean. So the 5 things that I've learned. Number 1, success doesn't necessarily mean doing one thing and then stopping. Tom Cassano was a very successful trader, and then he decided to set up his own company. Now, the process of doing that meant that he became an expert in SEO, and he then followed that through, and his business is now SEO. So you think your road may stop when you've achieved one goal, become successful in something. It doesn't. It continues, and it's up to you to see the doors that will open around each success. Number 2, Jackie Cobble. You'll have seen an interview. She's amazing. This is the lady who basically didn't realise that anyone could swim the channel. She thought you had to be an athlete. And when she found out, she was like, well, I'll give it a go. I might as well. Success isn't necessarily being the best. Jackie actually holds the record for the longest channel swim. Sometimes it's the personal success, so getting there and doing it. And I love Jackie's story that so often when you do the channel swim, you pick up a stone when you're in France. And she couldn't find a stone, but she found a big lump of concrete. However, it got a bit too heavy, so she left it on the side. But it screams Jackie, and now she's done so many more things with this success. She now does a lot of political swims, ocean swims, cold water swims. Absolutely awesome lady. It's gonna be a tough one. Number 3 probably is you don't realise the impact that you have on people around you. So one of the last interviews I've done, which is with Ben Newman, he very sadly lost his mum when he was almost 8 years old, so 11 days off 8 years old. And the way he talks about her in his interviews is so powerful, because she inspired him in so many ways with how she managed her illness. She impacted her son when he was so young just by being the person she was, the way she reacted to things that were happening to her. And every day in life, you probably won't realise it, but you're inspiring somebody. So be the best version of yourself. You don't have to be happy all the time, but you are probably more inspirational than you realise. And there's someone out there who's watching you and is inspired by you. So know your power. Number 4, Bruno, we interviewed him, it was episode number 13. He was empowered to take responsibility for himself. So success doesn't have to be material, it can also be something that happens inside ourselves. In a sense that, sometimes we look at success as something physically, like physically transforming our bodies or physically transforming our monetary status. But success, or Bruno's success, began when he realised that he had potential and he had a lot of luck that he wasn't really considering as luck. So Bruno, as you've seen from his interview, lost his mother and his brother, and that threw him off the rails. So it meant that he became effectively homeless in Hong Kong after a long battle with addiction. And he met a gentleman who was homeless there, and they watched the interview for the story. It's a really heart-rending story. But that gentleman made him realise that actually Bruno was not taking control of his situation. Bruno didn't have to be drinking, he didn't have to be taking drugs. He had an opportunity and he could make something of himself and he could change his situation, which he did. So now he's part of an amazing company, he's got a wonderful wife, and he's very happy. And that's a success story in itself, because through his mindset, he changed his environment. And it was very difficult. So Bruno also suffered depression. And one thing that sticks with me from that story, particularly, is the fact that he says, do not suddenly change. It takes time. So even if you don't feel like it, get up, look at yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes, smile. Even if you don't feel like smiling, then go back to bed. But you've done it for 5 minutes that day. Then the next day, do it for 5 minutes more. And gradually improve where you're at in your mind. Bruno, as with everyone in these programs, if you want to contact them, please don't hesitate to reach out, because everyone's been super open and want to share their success. They share their success with you because they want to see you succeed as well. So if you've got questions, let us know. Work hard at your passion. So Fabian Perez, who is arguably one of the world's most renowned portrait artists, he's painted people like Vasco Rossi. If you're in Italy watching this, you know who I mean. He's a famous singer in Italy. He's painted Arnold Schwarzenegger. These are commissions. These are not just the paintings that he does for galleries and for for individual households. These are for individual people. There's also the Pope as well. And Fabian was told when he was a kid, if he wanted to be a famous artist, he had to be dead, because all the famous artists were dead. And that kind of discouraged him a little bit, but he would still paint in the evenings. So while he was instructing karate, he would do that during the day, and the evenings come back and he'd paint until the early hours of the morning. He followed his passion, he kept doing it. He kept doing it till he got better and better and better. So the thing is here is keep doing what you're passionate about. You're going to be happy doing it, and you'll get better at it each time you practice it.